Bienvenidos, amigos de Latinoamérica, al primer episodio de Sala VIP del tenis de mesa latinoamericano. Desde ya les voy contando que vamos a tener muchísima información, entrevistas, pero sobre todo mucho tenis de mesa. Además, vas a poder interactuar con nosotros a través de las redes sociales, enviando tus preguntas, sugerencias o comentarios del programa que fue creado para ustedes, los amantes del tenis de mesa. Así que espero que nos acompañes a través de nuestro canal de YouTube y Facebook.
Tendremos un gran invitado, JÖRGEN PERSSON de Suecia. Él fue campeón mundial y es el actual seleccionador nacional de su país. Acompáñanos a este nuevo programa.
El momento que más disfruto al jugar el tenis de mesa es representar mi país.
The sacrifices that have been made is worth it.
El sacrificio más grande ha sido dejar a mi familia. Soy María Paulina Vega Magaña y soy de Chile.
My name is Chelsea Edgel and I'm from Guyana.
Bueno, me llamo Liván Martínez y vengo de Cuba.
Bueno, el tenis de mesa me ha dado mucha disciplina, perseverancia, mucha lucha, igual que en la vida.
Me ha dado todo, me ha formado lo que soy hoy.
Soy Alexander Echavarría de Colombia.
Samuel Galvez, de República Dominicana.
Mi nombre es Eva Brito, soy de República Dominicana. Para mí el tenis de mesa, de verdad, no hay palabras que definan de qué yo siento por esto. Y nunca me voy a arrepentir de haber iniciado el tenis de mesa.
Hola, te invito a que entres con nosotros de lunes a viernes a las 11:15 horas de Colombia. Los jueves siempre tendremos un invitado internacional muy especial. Ven y entra con nosotros, juntos seremos mejores, juntos seremos más fuertes.
Thank you for being with us. We want to invite you to have a cup of coffee, of a good Latin American coffee in the VIP Latin American table tennis room. This is a new concept. Perfect. So this is a new concept.
That's nice.
But first of all, really, thank you very much for being with us. You are really, you know that you are a legend for us. You are a star of table tennis. And there are a lot of people that have seen you playing for many, many years. I saw you the first time in 1989 when I was with the Guatemala national team in Dortmund. And of course, we all Latin America felt in love with the Swedish team at that time. And this is something that is for the whole history of table tennis will remain all these memories, of course.
Yeah, that's very nice to hear, yeah. And of course, it's a special moment, that 89, yeah. Special memories for me also.
Yeah, of course. It was a great World Championships. How many years did you play professionally, Jörgen?
Professionally, you could say from 1982 to 2012. I finished Olympic London was my last, yeah. And from 82, yes.
Yeah, we will go to the Olympics. This is a whole, we can make a whole interview only talking about Olympics with you because you are 7 times Olympian.
Yeah, but I prefer you don't speak so much about Olympic because I never won.
There are a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions around this, but okay, we will go there.
No problem.
So you started playing professionally in 1982, but when did you start playing table tennis and how did you get to table tennis in Sweden?
Actually, I had my first racket. I hold my first racket I won when I was like 2.5, 3 years old. After my parents were buffing me, yeah? And then I came out and they were playing some ping pong at our home, and they gave me the racket. So actually, I have a picture from that time. Yeah, so that was the first time I hold a table tennis racket in my hand. But then I think I started around 5, 6. I played in my parents' home in the living room. I played against a door, and I had different games there. Yeah. And then I came to a club when I was 7 years old. I came to Halmstad, who is my, there where everything started. And second is, of course, when I started to play, my table tennis in Sweden was a big sport. We have Stellan Bengtsson, Kjell Johansson, Hans Alcé. They were my role models for me, and I wanted to be like them one day. They were world champions, European champions. So of course, that was a dream to be like them one day.
And of course, you know them personally. Do you have a friendly relationship with them? Do you still have contact with them?
Yeah, actually, Stellan Bengtsson is the only one in life. Yeah, and I never had the opportunity to meet Hans Alcé because he sadly passed away in a flight accident 1977, and Kjell Johansson passed away in 2011. Okay. Yeah, so but Kjell Johansson I had the pleasure to meet. Yeah, and he was also coaching me when I was in the youth national team. Yeah, so and he also came to Halmstad when I was very young, and so I had many good memories with him. And of course with Stellan Bengtsson then, who helped me a lot also on my way to all the success.
Yeah, good to know this. Good to know this. Stellan Bengtsson also Swedish that will remain for the history of table tennis. And
yeah, he was the first world champion single for Sweden.
When you were playing in the lowest categories, cadets, juniors, do you remember when was your first time that you really think and you really thought and you realized that you could become world champion one day? Do you remember exactly that minute?
No, I don't. I cannot put on a special point like that. But of course, I was luckily I had success in a very, very early stage in my career. So of course, it was more. I noticed I have a gift to play table tennis. So I came in the national team 1979 when I was 13, and I became Swedish champion for young player age of 13 when I was 12, and that was 1978, and I beat a special guy who most people knows, one of the maybe the best player of all time, so Jan-Ove Wallner. I beat in the finals. So of course I got a lot of success in an early stage. So but to become a world champion from that, it's a long way. But of course I knew I have a gift to play table tennis. So, but that's many steps after that.
And when was the first time you met Wallner? Do you remember when you were?
That was actually 1978 was the first time we met.
What age were you, Aaron?
I was 12 and he was 13. Yeah, he's 1 year older than me. Yeah. And so then we came in the national team all together in 1979. We came in the Swedish national youth team.
Nice, nice. So many years playing together and training together with Wallner, of course. A lot of hours training.
Yeah, of course.
And one question: when you were training together, of course you've played a lot of matches, friendly matches with him.
Yes.
Who won more?
The friendly matches, I don't know.
Friendly matches. Friendly matches.
On the other side, we played over, I think, 100. We played 103 times or something like that all together, but not friendly. That's not with friendly games. But I'm leading there, I think, or 104, 53, 51 for me. So I'm plus there.
Okay.
But so I'm happy with that. But the friendly games, it's very difficult. We play so many times, but it was good games, and we learned a lot from these matches. What we had against each other, also in practice.
I can imagine that. Good. I hope everybody would hope to have a camera on that days, watching you like small kids playing together. Well, of course, and then suddenly you come to 1989 Dortmund World Championships. You had a fantastic World Championships. I think you didn't lose any match till the final with Wallner. I've checked, and you beat 4 Chinese to get to the final. Wagner played against very good players, of course, to reach the final against Saito from Japan, for example, Klampar from Hungary, and of course Andres Gruba. Who can forget Andres Gruba? But finally, Jürgen Persson against Janu Wagner, and you were playing really, really good. But suddenly you started 2-0 down, and then you recovered 2-2, and what comes to your memories, to your mind, when you think about this specific game in 1989?
Yeah, of course. First, when you say, like at that time, when you beat 4 Chinese straight, yeah, normally at that time you should be world champion when you beat 4 Chinese. But this time it was not, unfortunately. There was one Swedish guy waiting, a friend of mine in the finals, yeah. But especially when you say I went down 0-2, came back to 2-2, and then in the 5th, when I came back, that I was little like satisfied, a little happy. So in the 5th game, he got a very good start. So I was not really, I was more happy that I came back to 2-2. So in the 5th set, he was too good in the beginning. And after that, I could not come back. It was like 2-10, I think, when we changed side. Yeah, we played to 21 at that time. Yeah, so then it was too much.
Yeah.
But it was a good, actually I thought maybe I would win that match because I didn't lose any matches before that game. I played 16-0 in team event and I had 6-0 before I played Wagner in the final. So 22-0 in the World Championships. It's quite good. I mean, it was really... So I thought 89 I would win the final also. So I was really disappointed after I lost that one because maybe you only get one chance to win the World Championships also.
Well, we will come to that another chance that you had, of course. But in 1989, previously, you were playing with the teams and beating China also in a great final with Appelgren and Wagner, and having Carlson in the fence. I think Carlson and Eric Lind were your teammates.
Yes.
How was that celebration after winning against China? It was a great final. I think one of the greatest finals ever, I think.
Yeah, it was, of course, for us. We have been fighting a long time. We lost 83, the finals, 1-5, 85, 0-5, 87, 0-5. So we knew, we play in Dortmund in Germany. We knew this is our chance because we felt that we are coming closer to them, yeah. So we thought this is a good chance because that was also our second home ground. I mean, to play at home in Sweden is always number one. But in Germany, we had all been playing in Bundesliga teams, yeah. So, of course, that was a big advantage for us. All the spectators, it was 10,000 watching the game, were cheering for us. Yes, of course, that was the extra player. But for celebration, that was the sad thing because at that time, you knew you were there, yeah? It was team event, and after that, it was only 1 day rest, and then a single and double and mixed started, yeah? So it was no time for big celebrations.
Yes, I remember that. There were 7 events in one World Championship. But
yeah, correct.
How can you, let's say, recover from such a success and change your mind and change the chip to start again with a singles tournament after winning the something so important as the teams event? How can you, because I cannot imagine how happy you all were, but then you were starting to play the singles and you and Wagner reached the final. How did you manage all this success around, or did it help to win the teams event before for you both to get to the final? What do you think?
No, I think it helped us a lot because we knew we were in very good shape. So of course, when we won team event, it gave us a lot of self-confidence. Yeah. So when we came into single event, we knew we're in so good shape, it will be very difficult to beat us. Yeah. So of course, all this from team event, all these nice games and the victory, of course, it took us to the finals, I think, in single also. And of course, the other players get also afraid of us. They knew we were in very good shape. Yes. So of course, it makes it easier.
Yeah, of course. And Wagner and you, during the singles process, you winning your games and he winning his games, were you talking between each other about your games and that the possibility that you will both reach the final? Did you talk between you two before the final?
No, then before the final, actually we stayed in the hotel because we played the semifinals in the morning, and after that we went back to the hotel to rest. And of course, when we went to the finals, we took the same car to the hall, and we also practiced with each other before that finals. Yeah, we played with each other to get warm before the big final. So we were speaking quite a lot, maybe sometimes too much.
And do you remember what did Waldner said to you after the final?
No, it was not so many words. That he was happy and I was very sad. Yes, so of course we took a drink afterwards in the evening. Then in the night on the banquet, because then we were celebrating even the team event, and we were 1 and 2 in the single events. Yeah. So of course, the whole Swedish team was celebrating a lot then.
Then 2 years after, in Chiba in Japan, the history repeats, and again, Waldner and you in the final. Of course, I can imagine. Waldner had lost the final before 1989, and then he became world champion. Then you lost the final in 1989, and then you become world champion. How much do you think the memories of that final 2 years before helped you to go to the next final and have because you really destroyed Waldner in that final, 3-0.
Yes. No, but actually before that final, like I said before, I thought 89 I would win, yeah? And when I came to 91 finals, I was really nervous and afraid because Waldner, he had the title. He won 89. And to play Waldner when he's relaxed and he have the title is the most difficult what you can do. So I was really thinking before the finals, I cannot lose one more World Championships finals because I get another opportunities. So I was really nervous before that game, but in some way when we started to play the game, I got a little more, I felt that he was more stressed than me. So it made me a little calm, yeah. So that's why I think also it was 3-0 for me, yeah, because in my thinking was that he wanted to really destroy, but maybe to win easy against me. So he played really difficult, and I felt okay. I stay calm and play the ball on the table. And I got a lot of easy points, so it made me stronger also. And of course, 3-0, it's always it was good because to lose 2 single World Championships final, that would have been very tough.
Well, back in 1989. Waldner was 2-0 winning, and he had a match point. He was winning 2019, the third set. So, and then you won that set 22-20. Then you won the first set well, and then you can win. But 3-0 against Waldner, no, there are not that many that can say that they achieved that goal.
No, but it was better for me at that time to win 3-0, so it was good. Yeah,
of course.
And it's 1-1 in the big final, so of course it's okay, I think. But maybe it was like I felt that I would win 89, and maybe 91 he felt more that he would win. Yeah, so but it became good anyway. We won 1 each.
Okay, of course for the history is okay.
Yeah.
Coming back to the teams. I would like to ask you, how was the team's night, the night before playing a final? What did you all did and what?
No, but
what were you talking about? And I don't know how was all the things around playing a final?
No way. At that time, I mean, before the night, the coach picks the team, and of course that's always nervous. Because you want to play in a World Championship team finals. We were 5 good players in Sweden. Of course, everybody wants to play. So when you got when the coach picked you, you were happy for that. And then you start. We spoke about the team. Of course, it was China 89 and 91. It was former Yugoslavia. So you spoke about the games and what kind of how you want to put the team and who you're gonna play and like that. Yeah. So you try to speak these things, and after that, the meetings are finished. We play a lot of cards at that time, we play some poker and different card games. And that was only to relax also, don't only think about the game.
Yeah, good to know. And did you study the players before the matches? Did you have a video or something?
Yeah,
like
of course.
that
The coaches have video, and we also knew them quite well, all the players. So of course we spoke together tactically and like that. Yeah, small things, but then also before the game started, because you never know who you're gonna play. Just before the game. I mean, it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the game. Yeah, so you don't want to speak too much, because if that will not be the case, that it will be this, that you will play against this player, you don't want to speak too much about the thing before the game if it will not be like that.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So Sweden became world champion in 1989 in Germany, 1991 in Japan, 1993 in Sweden, and then in the year 2000 in Malaysia. 4 world teams championships. If you have to pick one of those, which one would you pick?
Oh, that was not the easy question. Of course, it's maybe 89 is special, of course. And to win home in Sweden, 93, I can make 3, yeah, because it's gold, silver, and bronze, yeah. So but and then of course 2000 is also a special moment, because no one was counting that we should win team again, yeah. So, and that was in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, yeah, and China was very big favorites, yeah, and we succeeded to beat them 3-2. And that was an amazing game also. Like you say, it was a fantastic table tennis team match. All games was very close, and we won 3-2. I mean, 5 good games was it. So that was also very, very special moment.
And that was the last time China lost a World Teams final. Since year 2000, they haven't lost again.
Yeah.
Now you as a coach...
We heard a lot about that, because it's 20 years ago now, yeah. So they spoke quite a lot about that in Sweden, also in the world, I mean, yeah. So I think it's about time to beat them again, yeah. It's time. What we did 20 years ago.
How far, how close do you think the rest of the world is to be able to beat China in teams again?
I think it's getting closer. We have some good teams. I mean, Japan is getting closer. South Korea, Germany, and of course Sweden is also getting there, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future Latin America team, hopefully.
Wow. Well, Brazil did it very, very well last time. You know, Brazil was playing really.
Brazil
really
is good also. Yeah.
Yeah, they are getting closer and closer, and they have a lot of young kids playing a really high world class level at this point.
Yeah.
So
hopefully for this area, when they see Brazil can do it, some other countries can follow, like we did when we beat China 89, yeah. Rest of Europe and rest of the world saw it's possible, yeah. So of course, that it's also important for you, I think, that you have Brazil is showing you can get players from there, yeah. So it will be, hopefully, for the future.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Brazil is doing very well in men's and women's, and Puerto Rico is also improving a lot with their women's team. And so I think we are on the right path. Of course, we have to be patient and continue working a lot. But of course, dreaming is always there. And we hope to reach someday those levels.
Yeah.
Coming to the Olympics, 7 times Olympian. Do you think that this Olympic medal is the one who is missing for you as a player?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel it's, I'm little unhappy with that. Yeah. That actually not the medals, that I could not reach final. I had to play one Olympic team final or single finals. Yeah, would have been fantastic. So that's something I mean, I tried 7 times. Yeah, so I tried enough times. Yeah, I was close. Yeah, but didn't reach it. So of course, it's something I have to live with.
And now, as the national team coach from Sweden, What are your expectations for Tokyo next year with the Swedish team and the players?
No, of course, it's a very special year, this 2020. So we are trying to prepare and practice hard, of course. And team medal and one medal, I would say, would be fantastic for the Swedish team. Yeah? In which category, if it's team or singles, it doesn't matter. But one medal I'm hoping for. But it's a long way. I mean, we have to start at the moment. It's only practicing, no competitions, as you know, with the pandemic going on in the whole world. So it's difficult. I mean, you have to try the best thing of it.
Yeah. Who are the players you are expecting to be in Tokyo from Sweden? Matthias Persson?
Matthias is in, yeah, because he's already selected from the Olympic Committee. And then it's one single place is open and the team is also open.
Okay.
We didn't decide that yet. It's difficult to decide at the moment when it's no tournaments.
Would you believe if someone back in 1989 had this future ball, crystal ball, and if someone back in 1989 came to you and say, hey, you will be Swedish national coach in 2019. You will be sitting as a coach playing a final against a Chinese again. But now the Chinese is going to be playing classic and the Swedish will be playing short pimples. Would you have believed something like that at that time?
No way I would have been believing that. Yeah, that's no chance. Like you say, yeah, like you put it, that it would be opposite. Yeah, that we play pimples, yeah, and they play shake hand and with normal soft spawn. I mean, normal rubbers on both sides. Yeah, no way. I could never imagine that. I think no one could do that. If you look at this crystal.
Yeah, for sure. It's interesting. It's
but that's the nice thing. That's the nice thing with sport. I mean, that you can never expect or take something for granted. It's always surprises on the way.
When you were sitting there with Matthias before playing the finals, how many memories of your own finals came to your mind?
A lot, many memories. That was very emotional because to run into a single finals, yeah, it's something very, very special. So of course, the heart started beating a lot. But as coach, then you have to try to be calm and don't show for the player. I mean, but maybe I was more nervous than him.
I can imagine that. Yeah, because sitting in the fence is sometimes more difficult to be playing at the table, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure. It's much better to be inside, and you make your own decisions all the time. Yeah, so coaching behind can be very nervous and very emotional and crazy also.
Yeah, and talking about your winnings, I could imagine, but please just confirm me that if the final of 1991 winning the World Championships, is this the best ever result you have, or do you think there is another one that is a little bit, or of course become world champion, of course, but I don't know, or beside this, what other win is special for you?
No, I think 91 when you're number one in the world, it's something special. It's something like you spoke in the beginning of the program. It was a dream for me to be number one in the world. Of course, to be world champion, that's something special. But I would also I think the 2000 final team event when we beat China in Kuala Lumpur, also a very special moment when I beat Li Guliang when it was 2-2. Also something which I keep very high on my ranking list, yeah, because I lost to him 1 year earlier in the World Championships single events in Eindhoven, lost 3-0, no chance. And then like little less than 1 year after, I'm beating him when it's 2-2 in a team final. That was something special.
Yeah, of course. And now talking about the matches you lost, which one would you pick
can we skip
as the
that?
hardest?
Can we skip that?
No, as the hardest. Do you think would be the 1989 final, the game against Wang Lichin playing for the bronze medal in the Olympics, or the final you as a coach with Matthias Falk last year? Which one would you say is the hardest one?
If I have to pick one of these three, okay, that was no, 89 was not. It was tough, but I think
you had your revenge.
And when I was, yeah, I have actually. Okay, then it was hard. I was hoping for Falk to win. That was the toughest one. Then it would be much more fun if Falk would have won to beat Malone, maybe the best player of all times in the finals. That would have been something really special. That was a tough one. But of course, it's different when you're okay and you're coaching. But for me, I think 93, when I lost the singles at home in Sweden, when I lost first round, that was a really tough one. I was current world champion from 91 and play at home ground in Sweden and lose the first round in men's single. That's one of my toughest losses.
I remember that. I was there too. I remember
you were
that.
there, yeah. Then it was really, was really not good. And that's something which really is one of my most saddest losses.
Yeah. Now, what's the future for JÖRGEN Persson as a national team coach and also board of directors member representing Europe in the ITTF? What's the future for what can we expect from JÖRGEN Persson in the future within table tennis?
Yeah, of course, when you're national team coach, you will see me a lot more. I will be out on most tournaments, and of course, I try to put Sweden, what I learned during all my years from all my coaches and some of the players. I mean, I will try to put that into the team, what I want to work with, of course. And to working for sitting in the board of directors for Europe, it's of course you look for the future of table tennis. It's very important. So that's also something which interests me a lot also. So you will see me a lot in the future, hopefully.
Yeah. I was part of the board of directors representing Latin America, and I was really happy to have you there because to have players, so passionate players with that amount of experience and knowledge is always good to have them also in this position. So I really appreciate that you were prepared to take this responsibility too, and we were all happy. You don't know that, but a lot of people were talking about this in the last meetings, that and everybody was happy to have you there because what you can bring to table tennis in the important decisions for the future will be very interesting for all of us involved. So, yeah. JÖRGEN, now I will mention you some names, not necessarily from table tennis, some of them yes, and please just tell me what comes to your mind. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, what do you think about him?
Yeah, he's the best football player in Sweden of all times. Yeah, makes a lot of spectacular goals, fantastic goals.
Now, Henrik Stenson.
Henrik Stenson, also on fire, the golf player. Yeah, this year he was the first major winner in Sweden, and I have the opportunity not to play with him. I only play table tennis with him. Actually, we didn't have time to play golf, but I played the table tennis with him. A really nice guy, and looking forward that he will be back 2021 on the golf course and on the big scene again.
Yeah, he is silver medal in Rio, isn't it?
And Rio also silver medalist, yeah. Yeah, so he have a medal already.
Oh, that's I didn't know that.
And he will be in Tokyo also, yeah.
And are you still playing golf?
I still played, yeah. I played today.
Oh, okay.
With some friends, yeah.
Good.
But my friends, they beat me today, so I'm a little sad, yeah.
You know, I do play golf also. I'm 11 handicap, and I played here in Guatemala with Peter Carlson. And he came here to
Peter, yeah, of course.
He came here, and we played.
Then I'm waiting for invitation. I play 9 in handicap.
Okay, oh, that's good. That's good. I had the chance to play against him twice. I won him for one shot the first time, and he beat me for one shot the last time. So we are 1-1. So we have to play again with Peter. Would be a pleasure to have you here also. Okay. Now the next name, Frank Schreiner. What does
Frank Schreiner? Oh, my boss since many years, my Donic boss, and not only boss but a very good friend. Always supported me. I played in the Donic team since 1984. Me and Appelgren was the first two players to sign for Donic.
Yeah.
At that time was Geo Niklas was boss, but Frank has been a long-time friend and of course also my boss and supporting me during the whole career with Donic.
Yeah, great guy, Frank, great guy. You know, I've always played with Donic, and I do use a Persson Carbotech blade at the moment, so...
Good.
Okay, now the next one, Timo Boll.
Timo Boll, oh yeah, best player in Europe for the last almost, what would I say, more 15 years, maybe like 15 years, the best player in Europe, yeah, and a good player, also getting older, but always is still hot and eager to win medals in the big championships. A very safe player and a good team player, and yeah, a lot of good things. A very kind person also.
Yeah, and he has been within the top 10, I don't know, for the last 10 years, maybe, or more.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think I'm quite sure there, yeah. He have a long career, but playing really good.
I think Timo and Vladi are the two big players that I don't know how they did, but they still remain in the top level and still playing. They are really nice to have them involved in table tennis.
Two very clever players when they are playing, yeah, tactically and also how they play the game.
Yeah. And then, okay, the next one, we have talked about him a lot, but maybe you can say something else for him. Gio Wallner.
Oh yeah, that's of course we are very long time friends and teammates, and also playing against each other and fighting against each other. But always, I think when we speak today, it's like we speak a lot about what we mean to each other. I mean, I think I would not be that good without him, and he would not be that good without me, because we were inspiring each other for a very long time, and also to play for such a long time. And our goal was always, I think, to develop our game and to beat China, of course, at that time.
For sure. Do you think Wallner...
We played like 79. We came in the youth team, Swedish national team, and we finished both 2005. So we played like 26 years together in the national team. That's quite unusual, I think, in any sport.
Do you think that Wallner is the best player ever in table tennis?
Yes, he's best. It's maybe Malone knocking on the door now, yeah. When you see his titles, yeah, he's on that spot also, I think, today. Malone, he have 3 individual world championships, yeah, plus Olympics, plus. And Wallner have 2 world championship single and Olympics and a lot of titles. So it's close between them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe if Malone wins the next Olympics, he will be the #1 all times.
Okay. And now the last one, Hugo Calderano.
Hugo Calderano, yeah, a good role model for the South Americans and Latin America, of course, yeah. And a good player, nice to see, to watch him, yeah. He play very attractive. A lot of spectators love him for his game, and also a good, he's a fair play player, so I like him, and also open-minded. He took a lot of things to move to Europe, yeah, and to learn and to become a better player. I think that shows a lot of guts that he made this big step in a very early stage also.
Yeah. Do you have a personal relationship with him? Do you know him personally?
No, not that good. We speak and meet sometimes, yeah, but not personal. No.
Yeah, okay. Because he's the
younger generation, so it's not.
Yeah,
I'm the old generation.
Of course, of course. Yeah, Hugo is the biggest star ever in table tennis for Latin America, and we all are really pushing and crossing fingers for him to play good in the Olympics, because a medal in Olympics for Latin America would be really, really nice and will help a lot for the developing of the continent in the future. So let's see what happens, because Olympics are Olympics. So
yeah, it's only 2 players from each country also. So to win a world championship is much more difficult. Olympic is more chances to make a good result in. You have only 2 players from each country, so a lot of good players disappears.
Yeah,
cannot play the Olympics.
Have you been in Latin America, Jürgen? Traveling, vacation, something?
Yes, not so much in Latin America. I would be nice, but I'm waiting for your invitations to Guatemala then to play golf.
Yeah, we can arrange something. Maybe not Guatemala, but in the Caribbean, nice beaches. We can do something around table tennis, also nice golf courses, and then have a couple of days at the beach. The Caribbean islands are so beautiful. Of course, South America
that would be
have a lot.
Yeah, and then I can make some table tennis lessons also there. It would be nice.
Yeah, good.
But when everything calms down, maybe next year or the year after that, when everything gets a little easier in the world.
Maybe, maybe. We will arrange something in the future.
We will meet, we will see each other, so we can discuss then.
Perfect. Hopefully we can see each other soon. Because of all this thing, maybe, hopefully in Korea next year for the World Championships. Yeah. Well, we are all expecting this.
We all cross our fingers for that.
Yeah, of course. So, Jürgen, thank you. Really, really, really thank you very much for your time. Has been fun and very interesting to talk with you about the history and about all these experiences. Thank you very much for being with us. And you know that here in Latin America, we all love you, and you will be always our star, together with the rest of your team. Have been so inspiring for our table tennis for generations. So thank you very much.
Thank you for the very kind words. It was a pleasure to join you at this year. And give my regards to all the fans and hope to see you in the near future.
Of course, Jürgen. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Esto fue Sala VIP del tenis de mesa latinoamericano. Envíanos tus comentarios, tus consultas, tus sugerencias. ¿Quién será nuestro siguiente invitado? Alguien que con su raqueta ha escrito y sigue escribiendo con letras de oro la historia del tenis de mesa mundial. Síguenos en nuestras redes, no te lo pierdas.